This Volvo engine costs $4,000 used and will run 300,000 miles with basic maintenance. But nobody wants it because it's boring. I've spent 20 years working on Volvos, and today I'm showing you 3 cheap engines everyone ignores that are absolute gold mines if you know how to maintain them. Let's get into it. Hey folks, welcome to Volvo Uncovered. Here's the truth about cheap Volvos. Everyone chases the flashy badges. The T6, the T8 hybrid, the Polestar tuned models. And those cars are expensive to buy and expensive to keep running. But there are 3 engines hiding in plain sight that nobody talks about. They're in older, depreciated Volvos that you can buy for $5,000 to $12,000. And with the right maintenance, they'll quietly take you to 250,000, 300,000, even 400,000 miles without major engine work. Today I'm breaking down exactly which engines to look for, which models they're in, what their weak points are, and the maintenance blueprint that turns a cheap used Volvo into a gold mine. These aren't rare unicorns. They're sitting in classifieds right now, ignored by everyone chasing the latest tech. Engine #1. The 2.5T 5-cylinder, Goldmine engine number 1, the 2.5T 5-cylinder turbo B5254T. This is the workhorse turbo that nobody brags about. It's not the high-boost R engine, it's not the tuner motor. It's just the one that quietly survives bad gas, long commutes, and family duty for 300,000 miles. Where you'll find it: XC90 2.5T early to mid-2000s, XC70 2.5T P2 generation GANs, S60 and V70 2.5T from the same era. Why nobody wants it? It's old. It's not fast by modern standards, around 208 horsepower. And it's in cars that look dated compared to the sleek new Volvos. But that's exactly why it's cheap. You can find clean examples of these cars for $5,000 to $10,000 all day long. Why it's a gold mine? This engine is incredibly durable when maintained. The inline-5 configuration is inherently balanced. The turbo is conservatively tuned, so it's not stressed. And the bottom end, the pistons, rods, and crankshaft are overbuilt for the power level. I've personally worked on dozens of these engines past 250,000 miles. One customer has an XC70 with 347,000 miles on the original engine and turbo. Still runs smooth, still makes full boost, never been opened up. Known weak points: the PCV system clogs over time, which causes crankcase pressure and can blow out the rear main seal. Replace the PCV system every 60 to 80,000 miles. It's a $50 part and takes an hour. The turbo will wear out if you skip oil changes or don't let it cool down after hard driving. Change oil every 7,500 miles with quality synthetic and let the engine idle for 60 seconds after highway driving before shutting it off. The timing belt is critical. This is an interference engine, so if the belt breaks, you're looking at bent valves and a complete rebuild. Replace the timing belt, water pump, and tensioners every 70,000 miles. No exceptions. Maintenance blueprint: oil every 7,500 miles. PCV system every 60 to 80,000 miles. Timing belt and water pump every 70,000 miles. Coolant flush every 60,000 miles. Do those 4 things, and this engine will take you past 300,000 miles for less than $2,000 in preventive maintenance over the life of the car. Engines Tag 2, the 3.2L inline-6. Goldmine engine number 2, the 3.2L naturally aspirated inline-6 B6324S. This is the engine nobody wants because it's boring. No turbo badge. No big power numbers, just a smooth, reliable inline-6 that refuses to die. Where you'll find it: XC90 3.2, 8/2000s to early 2010s. XC70 3.2, S80 3.2. Why nobody wants it? It makes 235 horsepower, which is adequate but not exciting. It's naturally aspirated, so there's no turbo whoosh, and it's in cars that have depreciated heavily because they're 10 to 15 years old now. You can find these for $6,000 to $12,000 depending on condition and mileage. Why it's a gold mine? No turbo means no turbo failures. No forced induction means lower thermal stress on the engine. And this inline-6 is one of the smoothest, most durable engines Volvo has ever made. The power delivery is linear and predictable. It runs on regular unleaded gas, so you save money at the pump. And because it's naturally aspirated, it's incredibly tolerant of less than perfect maintenance. Not that you should neglect it, but it won't punish you as hard as a turbo engine will. I've seen these engines routinely cross 250,000 miles with nothing more than oil changes, coolant flushes, and basic maintenance. One customer has an S80 3.2 with 289,000 miles. Original engine, never been apart, still runs like new. Known weak points. Oil leaks are common at high mileage, valve cover gaskets, oil pan gasket, and occasionally the rear main seal. These aren't catastrophic, but they're annoying. Budget $800 to $1,500 for a full gasket, refresh around 150 to 200,000 miles. The cooling system needs attention. Thermostat, water pump, radiator, and hoses all wear out over time. Replace the thermostat and water pump every 80,000 to 100,000 miles. Inspect hoses annually and replace any that are cracked or soft. The PCV system still matters. Keep it clean to prevent crankcase pressure and oil consumption. Maintenance blueprint. Oil every 7,500 miles. Coolant flush every 60,000 miles. Thermostat and water pump every 80 to 100,000 miles. PCV system every 80,000 miles. Inspect and replace gaskets as needed. This engine is the definition of boring reliability. It won't set any speed records, but it also won't leave you stranded or cost you $5,000 in surprise repairs. Engine #3, the 2.0 LT5 Drive E. Goldmine engine number 3, the 2.0 LT5 Turbo 4-cylinder E. This is the most modern engine on the list, and it's the one people overlook because they're scared of any turbo 4-cylinder. But in stock form, with proper oil and fuel, this engine has proven to be very solid. Where you'll find it: S60 T5 mid-2010s to late 2010s, V60 T5, XC60 T5, some S90 and XC90 trims in T5 configuration. Why nobody wants it? It's been phased out in favor of the newer B-Series mild hybrid engines, so people assume it's outdated. And because it's a turbo 4-cylinder, enthusiasts dismiss it as not a real Volvo engine compared to the old 5-cylinders and 6s. But here's the reality. This engine makes 240 to 250 horsepower, gets good fuel economy, and is still modern enough to have all the comfort and safety features you want. And because it's been replaced by the mild hybrids, these cars are depreciating fast. You can find clean examples for $12,000 to $18,000. Why it's a gold mine? This is the sweet spot compromise. You get modern power, modern efficiency, and a car that's still new enough to feel current. But you avoid the complexity and unknown long-term costs of the mild hybrid and plug-in hybrid systems. The turbocharger is well-engineered and properly oil-cooled. With regular oil changes and proper warm-up habits, these turbos are lasting 200,000 miles or more. The engine itself is strong. I'm seeing these cross 150 to 200,000 miles with minimal issues, and the oldest ones are just now hitting 250,000. Known weak points. Carbon buildup on the intake valves is the biggest issue. Because this is a direct injection engine, fuel doesn't wash over the intake valves. Over time, carbon accumulates and can cause rough idle, misfires, and power loss. You'll need a walnut blast cleaning every 80,000 to 100,000 miles. Cost $300 to $500. Ignition coils can fail around 100,000 miles. Replace all four at once when one fails. Cost $200 to $300 for all four. The PCV system still needs attention every 60 to 80,000 miles. Maintenance blueprint. Oil every 7,500 miles with quality synthetic. PCV valve every 60,000 to 80,000 miles. Walnut blast intake cleaning every 80 to 100,000 miles. Ignition coils around 100,000 miles. Coolant flush every 60,000 miles. This is the engine I'd buy if I wanted something newer with good fuel economy and modern features, but without the complexity of a hybrid system. So how do you actually find these gold mines? Here's what to look for when shopping. Step 1. Search by engine code and model. Don't just search cheap Volvo. Search for XC90 2.5T or XC70 2.5T for the 5-cylinder, XC90 3.2 or S80 3.2 for the inline-six, S60 T5 or XC60 T5 for the Drive E Turbo 4. Step 2. Check mileage and price. Under 150,000 miles, you're paying for condition and body. Engine should be fine. 150,000 to 250,000 miles, great value if maintenance is documented. This is the sweet spot. Over 250,000 miles, only buy if you can verify timing belt, PCV, and cooling system have been done recently. Step 3. Inspect for red flags. Pull the oil cap and look inside. If you see sludge or thick deposits, walk away. Check the coolant. If it's rusty or has oil in it, walk away. Look for oil leaks under the engine. Small seepage is normal on high-mileage cars, but active dripping is a red flag. Test drive and listen for turbo whine, misfires, or rough idle. Step 4. Demand service records. If the seller can't show you timing belt receipts, PCV replacements, or regular oil changes, assume the worst and negotiate accordingly, or walk away. Here's the universal maintenance blueprint that turns any of these 3 engines into a gold mine. Every 7,500 miles. Oil and filter change with quality synthetic. Every 60,000 miles. Coolant flush. PCV system inspection and replacement if needed. Every 70 to 80,000 miles. Timing belt and water pump for the 2.5T and 3.2L. Transmission fluid change. Every 80 to 100,000 miles. Walnut blast intake cleaning for the 2.0 LT5. Thermostat replacement. As needed, ignition coils around 100,000 miles. Gaskets and seals as they leak. If you can't do this work yourself, find a trusted independent Volvo specialist. Don't go to the dealer, they'll charge you double for the same work. Drop a comment below with which engine you have and your current mileage. I want to see how many of you are already past 200,000 miles on these gold mines. And if you want to know the 3 Volvo engines that look amazing on paper but are nightmares at 150,000 miles, watch this video next. I'll see you there.